past that the great one figured that Moses bringing down of the Ten Commandments from a mountain would set humans straight and salvage his flawed invention.
However, humans failed yet again and again over the ages, regardless of even many more prophets being sent. Or so humans claim to, among lots of other tweaks and major reminders.
If plagues and other punishing and devastating actions were truly rained onto humans by God, as humans also vouched, these catastrophes did little to prevent further failures.
Thus Jesus divine was sent as the Son of God, the Father, to restore the human race to goodness, yet the last 2,000 years indicate otherwise. But at least there was now a good alternative, as opposite to the mean God of old. Yet apparently the horrific Father still remains in charge.
Jesus the Son was and is as good a role model as God the Father is not, and we note that not many humans would promote the following of God the Father's examples. We apparently easily outthinking him, who would condone murder, blame one's own creations for their faults,
or punish someone for what their ancestors did.
or a kind that's denial of stating such unpleasant observations of God's badness or insanity. Some came to label God's actions as mysterious ways, this being in order to cover them up by making the situation sound better, as being called as beyond instead of insane, instead of insane. Paradox from myths ever arises and haunts the myth takers.
Jesus' divinity was not accepted by many of those who were there at the time. But there is no reason to take on people's beliefs, whether pro or con to one's own aims. For people will believe or not what they will.
The Jewish and the Greek Orthodox who were there at the time rejected Jesus as divine and still do so to the day. The Romans crucified him 300 years later. Christianity came to flourish in the name of his supposed Some say that one must accept Jesus, divinity to be saved. But it may be best for the religious not to phrase it that way, as one may be led into saying hell instead of saved. For the yet enduring accept or burn scenario. At the end of Sunday school is you will have eternal life, better than using reward or punishment as a motive. For some would be that one can do good for the sake of good, because it is the right thing to do. For it is constructive when the giving doesn't involve any taking. So then the end of days becomes the final cure for what ails the human mammal when God's fair.